Welcome back to Enter the Dragonfly. I wanted to see if there were any idle animations. Sparks has one. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, you won't get out of my face.
He wants to get up close and personal. Spyro, I don't think has any besides the, the normal hair cloth and whatever. But we're heading to our first official level. Are you excited?
Oh god, that looks awful.
You need to be ecstatic!
Alright, yes, I'm excited, yes!
We have plenty of excitement going on in this extremely long loading screen.
I'm just afraid of what you're gonna do to break it.
Well, there's 700 gems and 10 dragonflies to collect, imagine that.
In this level?
In this level alone.
Oh my god, that's
because,
a lot.
they had to cut levels out, so they had to throw dragonflies and gems that they had in other levels into the ones they wanted to keep.
So they're gonna be completely chock full of shit, aren't they?
Uh-huh. Hi, Zoe.
Spyro.
It looks like you're using a pirated version of the... Oh.
Oh my god, if that had this, I would be so happy.
You know, if it was pirated, it would explain so much. But no, this is the official retail release, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The full one, the one that everybody loves. Alright, so let's get into it. You've got a lot of slowdown automatically because for some reason the GameCube can't handle this.
I think I saw the camera, trip out a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit. And there's our first dragonfly. Let's see if we can get him.
What?
Let's see if we can get him.
What? Just get him!
Let's see if we can get him.
Just blow the...
Hey, there we go. It wasn't even close, but it still got it. Hi, Steffi. So, the bubble breath I have already mentioned barely works. And there's an example of a gem needing to hit the ground before Sparks can pick it up. That is going to mean we're going to rush by quite a few gems because I think we've collected them, but we really haven't.
Oh my god. Oh, man.
Glad you're enjoying this. Oh, look, the water stopped.
What?
That's supposed to be rushing water. Let's see if we can fix it.
That's stagnant, disgusting water, then. Oh, God.
It's not moving? Should be moving. It normally moves.
I don't know, I feel like I've been spoiled with the Reignited trilogy, because that was my real... What?
Oh, the sound effect's going.
I hear it. I don't see it.
Alright, come on. Can you run water? Hey, look at that, we fixed it! So, the water's now running.
Was there... Was there like an overload or something?
Oh,
it stopped again!
It stopped! It only goes when we're up here!
What the hell?
The water only runs, sometimes. I think it's when the camera moves, the animation actually stops, but the sound effect still keeps going. So that's a good one.
Oh my god.
Cool. Anyway, we still have a lot of gems to collect, so let me talk about this this level in particular. In different hands, it would have been an extremely fun level, given less gems, and it has some interesting minigames. And that's another thing we'll get into. Because a lot of levels had to be cut, speedways are now in regular levels.
Oh, great.
So we're going to have to deal with those. And then, just like in Spyro 3, they include some pretty hefty minigames.
I cannot tell what those purple things are.
Those are ninja Riptocs.
They look like they got their faces caved in. I can't tell what monstrosity I'm looking at.
Well, who says they didn't? And then we also have crickets as the fodder for this level. So there's a lot to experience in this one. Unfortunately, we won't be able to 100% it in this initial run because of one small thing. By the way, that's a beginner's trap.
I bet it is.
Hi, Dragon Master. Let's unfreeze you.
Okay, we unfroze him.
Thank goodness you had the sense to free me from that icy cage. Who would have thought the Riptocs would dare invade the sacred Dragonfly Dojo? Spyro, do what you can to return the dojo to its peaceful state by freeing all of the Dragon Masters. Remember, Spyro, the way of the dragon is to be a dragon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
The way of the dragon is to be a dragon. Well, no shit. So that's where Enter the Dragonfly comes in.
I was gonna comment on how his accent is a little bit stereotypical, but then he said about the dumbest thing ever, so,
Yeah, so they wanted to do, like, I want to assume they wanted to do, like, a Chinese / a Japanese, a very oriental style of game, and have those themes set around the entire game, which would have been really cool.
Sure.
But then it turned into Kung Pao End of the Fist.
And not when it's funny.
And yeah, and it's supposed to be completely different, and then it's not. and I'm trying to glitch Spyro. It'll work later.
I don't think you have to try. I think he just does. I mean,
there's one specific glitch I'm working towards. Don't worry, you'll know it when you see it.
I mean, I know we're only 2, technically 3 episodes in, but I'm just flabbergasted by everything I'm seeing, everything I'm laying eyes on. Just, man, how could they release a game in this state?
This is what happens when a Spyro game melts. It just looks.
So what happened?
Really...
What happened to Insomniac? Is there a reason why they're not making this game?
You know what? I'll have to look into that, and I'm going to talk over Sparks' buzzing because it's absolutely annoying. So he's telling you that the same thing that has been happening since Spyro 2, the fairies will zap you, and that's a temp save. Not an actual save, just a temp save.
Because you don't have autosave yet?
Well, you have to fully save in your, also yes, but you have to manually save inside the menu. This is just a kind of a checkpoint for when you die.
There are a lot of gems.
They're just all over the place, and I think I ran into an invisible wall.
I feel like you missed some gems.
Exactly! And I swear I missed one in here because it despawned. I'm not ruling out the possibility that I did. And here's the little fucker trying to get away. Come on! So when the bubble breath barely works and you have to chase these idiots... There, we got him.
Ooh, shellac! That's my favorite bar in Yakuza!
Excuse me, it was pronounced shellac?
Whatever.
As in actually shellacking the Dragonfly?
This is a schlacky-looking game, right?
Excuse me, my name is Schlock. Thank you very much. Please get it right.
Actually, it's Steven, but my friends call me Schlock.
Steven the Dragon. Or Dragonfly, excuse me. There's going to be a lot weirder names by the end of this, and I hope you appreciate the amount of thought that went into naming every single Dragonfly.
So, none?
You'll see. See, I actually thought they were going to go for that, Chinese theme and have some of those names, because the younger dragons in Year of the Dragon, excuse me, I almost called it Enter the Dragonfly, they were named by developers' kids, which is very nice. There we got the electric rune. We're going to get our electric breath after this level.
Electric breath?
Mm-hmm. Got to get new power-ups, because that's the entire base of this game, is the new powers. That's cool.
Great.
Cool.
Okay.
And by the way, if you ever see me, go off the beaten path just to try and glitch the game, it's because it's that easy.
Oh, I can only imagine.
If you think going through the floor is the biggest glitch we'll see in this game, I have more to show you.
There's more than that!
Spyro, my kite got stuck up in the tree! Could you get my kite out of the tree for me, Spyro? I can't reach it because there's nothing here to stand on, just me.
Hint. Hint.
Except the rocks and the fact that I've got fucking wings.
Hint.
And you're flying right there, you little...
Yeah, we can't get that right now. The big old hint there is you need to get another breath power-up in order to stand on that dragon. Because if you try to go here... Nope. Not high enough.
I'm sorry, does he not have wings? They look like pretty big wings this time around.
Spyro still can't fly in this timeline, so we're just gonna grin and bear it.
I don't understand, he flew at the end of Spyro 1!
Spyro-san.
Okay, one master's named Bruce, the other name's Jackie. I see where this is going, yeah. Very clever, Vivendi! Very, very clever!
I mean, I thought it was funny.
Protecting young dragonflies is a dragon
back in 2001.
And Spyro, your efforts will result in much reward.
So there's another one called Chuck?
Possibly.
What?
Not gonna rule that out.
Oh, no.
Not gonna rule any of this shit out. If you think they'll do it, they'll probably do it. Alright, we got our first mini-game that we're going to do.
What's going on with the...
They're just flying everywhere, dude. Look at them go.
It's like that... This is before they had that physics engine.
Well, the thing is, that's one of the things that actually worked. Did you notice?
But it wasn't working. It was like
glitching.
It was glitching out a little bit.
Well, it's still in the realm of working. Let's give them that. I'm trying, okay?
I'm glad you are. I don't think they are.
So, I need to address a question you gave me in the last couple episodes on who developed this.
Yes.
This was at Equinox Digital Entertainment and Check 6 Studios.
Fucking who?
Yep. Yep. And the publisher, I believe, was Universal Interactive Studios.
What am I thinking of Vivendi, then? I'm thinking of the other Spyro games.
Yep, you're thinking of the other ones. So, here's a raceway. We're gonna do a time attack, we're gonna do a race, and that's for 2 Dragonflies total, and I don't think we're getting any treasure, though. Because all the treasure's out in the homeworld.
What's with this eye? It's
just bugging out. It's freaking out, man. Look at it go. So, Sparks kind of dumbed it down for you in this game, where he tells you which ones to go for to get the best time. Now, you don't have to follow this. It's just a suggestion, and he starts you out right in front of the rings, so you kind of have to. But, do you remember when we watched the demo, and the Spyro in the demo immediately veered off to the right and missed everything?
Not now! His wings are on fire!
That's what this level was. So we're gonna take out the flying Riptocs, and this is very... Oh, missed one.
Easy.
Oops. You know, when you haven't held a GameCube controller in a very long time, it's kind of hard to get your bearings.
I get that feeling, especially when, games have changed since then.
I will also say it's an inconsistent frame rate, so I'm going all over the place. If you notice, sometimes Spyro will fly very gracefully, and other times it's choppy as fuck.
Dude, you don't need to explain anything to me. You know,
that's fair.
I'm sure that most of the stuff that goes wrong in this game is not your fault.
So let me, since this is just a basic raceway, there's not really much more I can comment on. Let me tell you a little bit about this game in general. Let me tell you about the development story.
Oh,
and
so
let me tell you.
There's a story?
Oh, yeah.
No.
So, I already mentioned that Nasty and Orca was supposed to be in this game teaming up with Ripto. There was also supposed to be a grand total of 120 Dragonflies to collect, over 25 levels, at a frame rate of 60 frames per second.
Yeah, fucking right.
And really fast load times. Of course, a developer had to step in, and Universal Interactive Studios wanted to rush this development to be available by Christmas 2002.
Always.
Nasty doesn't appear anywhere in the game. He is mentioned once, and then never again. Also, there are a couple characters that only appear once, and never again. We already saw one of them. That was Bianca. She's gone. She won't appear anywhere else in the game. Now for review scores. GameSpot. What do you think they gave it?
5.
Oh, you're giving GameSpot too much credit. A 2.
Oh, a 2? Oh, my.
What do you think IGN gave it?
8.
6.
Ooh.
Probably too much water. Gamer Shell, whatever that is, gave it a 6 out of 10. Amazon. It's actually kind of funny. 2.5 out of 5. How about PlayStation Weekly? This game also released on PS2, because the Xbox version was canceled.
I'm gonna guess a 4.
You got it, 4 out of 10.
Yes, I had a feeling.
Nintendo Action.
10.
2.5 out of 5.
Ugh.
It is considered to be the worst, one of the worst, if not the worst game in the entire series. And that's hilarious to me.
I believe it, because this looks utterly reprehensible.
Yeah, so, quick explanation on how races work. You have to get to first and win by the end of lap 3.
That's how races normally work.
That's how races normally work. But let me tell you, these races are actually kind of neat.
What do these stars do?
These stars are speed boosts.
Oh.
The AI of the races are as such. The player in first place will always go for the stars, but they will always miss 1. So if you want to get first place, you need to get every single speed boost to get first place.
I see you missed one, so you're doomed.
I missed one, which means I will be just in the right amount of time. There we go. We gotta get those. And I do like the idea of having a raceway with speed boosts off the beaten path, because you have to go through all the correct colored rings. And they're going through a very linear pathway.
There is an idea here. An attempt was made.
And you know what? I found it enjoyable. As much as I can in this game, because there's so much worse that could go wrong.
It seems like the least bad part of it, or something along those lines.
What I do like is, you can flame the other contestants.
I was about to say, no, he's crashing and burning, oh no!
The other cool thing is, the balancing. Because the AI is so strict in here, the developers actually did throw you a bone. If you fail your first time, the second time you can get collectible missiles and shoot those at the other contestants, and they're also heat seekers. Because it is very tight. You have to be perfect in order to get first place, which, by the way, I got it. And then it has to load. Oh, that's, it should be a lot more fun, but it really isn't. I'm sorry, guys. It just feels so boring. Complete with the static background, with the running water actually working, and also the music that there's just nothing happening.
Yojimbo!
Like I said, spent a lot of time working on these names.
No, Yojimbo, that's a movie back. It's a samurai movie from the 60s.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that, but yeah, Stuart Copeland. This is the last time you worked on the Spyro series until they brought you back for Reignited. Not some of your best work, pal. Some of these themes are awesome.
They had to cut some melodies and some chords,
and then some of them are really bad. So how about this? Because this loading screen's going to take the rest of the episode. How about next time on Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, we're going to finish up the Dragon Dojo, and we're going to meet the other character that only appeared once and then never again.
Sheila?
You'll see.
Allura?
You'll see.
Ripto?
You'll see.
Mechagodzilla?
You'll definitely see. Oh, actually, yes.
Oh.
God, I love your reactions to all this.
It's incredible. I love it. You know, a lot of my series are me showing you stuff. You know, you don't have a lot of you showing me stuff. This is flabbergasted. I'm speechless.